So I put poison in his fucking toothpaste.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Bill.
You pollute the Colgate.
Poison right in the motherfucking crest,
Yeah.
yo. That's what I'm talking about,
Good
man.
morning.
Yo.
Get a load of that.
What?
Hey, homeboys.
She's alright.
Not really my style, Bill.
That is a 10.
No. That's more like a what? 2.5?
Yeah.
Well, what do you like then?
We happen to like a very special kind of woman. Check it out.
That's how.
That girl happens to possess the most beautiful part of the female anatomy.
The fupa.
What the fuck is a fupa?
It's a fat upper pussy area. The fat upper pussy area. It's a fat upper pussy area. And if you got one, we want to marry ya. From New York City to the Atlantic Ocean, there's a new phenomenon. I got my pelvis in motion. It's below the waistline, but right above the pubes. It's called the fupa girl. Now make your shit move. Make the fupa jump. Make the fupa swing. When you go on a flight, can you check that thing? Cause it's a little bit bigger than the carry-on. You can store it in the Boston Aquarium. Because I like it wet, I like it smooth. But girl, never sell it to an Eskimo dude. Cause they can use your food to heat the igloo. Stretch your fupa out and make a snowshoe. If you don't ride fupas, then I must say F-yo to the P to the A. It's not on your chest, but it's kinda like a breast. Pull out the sweaty fupa and my answer is yes. It's the fat upper pussy area. The fat upper pussy area. It's the fat upper pussy area. And if you got one, we want to marry ya. The fupa, you know what that means. I like a dirty fupa, greasy and green, smelling like a latrine, with mad fucking bangs. Bottle it up and drink a fupa 40 ounce, girl. Put down the cauliflower, start eating cheese fries every half hour, cause I like a fupa obese, fat fupa power. Want it so fat your legs stay dry in the shower, like fupa spread out when you're lounging on my couch. Like it when it folded over, look like fupa got a mouth. And what my mouth say, wanna F-U-C-K, the F-U-P-A every motherfucking day. Worship the fupa like the belly of the Buddha, like a fish smelling, call it fupa grouper. Mexican fupa, fupa, chalupa, blow on the fupa, just like a fupa too. It's a fat upper pussy area, the fat upper pussy area. It's a fat upper pussy area, and if you got one, we want to marry ya. It's a fat upper pussy area, the fat upper pussy area. It's a fat upper pussy area, and if you got one, we want to marry ya.
Recognize.
Motherfucker.
Yo,
What up, everybody? What's up, Misfits? Fupa!
it's the fupa.
What'd you think
Fupa
about
in the
that?
hell. Ladies, if you like your
About
fupa,
that?
hit that, click that button. Oh Lord.
So what's going on, Blunt? What's new?
Oh
Since
man.
we last spoke.
Ain't nothing changed but the weather, brother.
The
Your
weather.
boy, I hear your boy was in some heat, man. Your boy
that?
Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you got
he ain't
one
my
dude
boy.
backing him up. He got somebody backing him up, man. It's crazy though, that whole situation. I don't know what you feel about that, but I kind of I was a little happy that somebody stepped up and said something or did something.
What about the misinformation?
Yeah, all this misinformation. I mean, I understand he's having a conversation and everything like that, but I don't know if you've seen that episode where the guy corrected him on his own show and he
Yeah. I
just
saw that.
refused to accept what the guy was telling him. And
Even after he showed it to him on the video and he watched it, he was like, "Oh, but that's for."
he kept moving the goalposts. Now we talking about little kids. Oh, we talking about this. And he kept trying to change it and make himself look good. And even after the show, he tweeted he doubled down on himself and tweeted some other junk. So I was kind of like losing respect for him for that. Because I can understand you have your opinion on something and you wanted to voice your opinion and you wanted to get your point across to somebody. But when they give you facts and they correcting you on it, you got to be able to stand corrected. He just wasn't with it. It's like, come on. That's why I was glad when that singer, what's his name, Neil Young or whatever, was like, listen, enough. He was like, enough. Yeah, this guy, you guys letting him promote this on your platform. So you either take him off or you take me off.
Yeah, a couple of them have done it. But what do you think about? Do you believe that they actually lost $2 billion?
Who, them?
Yeah, Spotify. Supposedly they lost
I don't know if they lost
$2 billion
but
just from this one person taking.
No,
his
it wasn't
music
just.
off.
Well,
When it started,
with
they
just him.
said, yeah,
It started with just him, and then I think over the weekend more people joined in. About 4 or 5 other artists joined in. That was because they was like, okay, Neil, you want to bounce? All right, because I don't blame them for their choices. I'm going with Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan is, according to them, the biggest producer on their platform as far as podcasts are concerned.
Well, they paid him, what was it, over $1 million?
They invested so
bring him
much
in.
money on him. Yeah, they was like, fuck it, you can go. But
They're gonna cover him.
They wasn't expected that other people were to follow. And so he had to he ended up coming out with that that apology or whatever, saying how he's going to try to have more diversified people on to bring different opposing opinions and stuff like that.
I mean, you could bring opinions, but when it comes down to it, it's facts that matter.
Right.
Because
But
you and I,
thing.
we have our own opinions on different things. We could say, "Oh, this is not really working." That's not. But when you bring the science and the facts that are there, you're gonna actually go against that too. That's ridiculous. That's when I'm like, all right, you're just being stupid.
That's the best thing about facts is you can argue all you want. Facts are gonna stay facts,
Especially with scientific facts,
you
medical and scientific facts.
It's gonna be what it is, But yeah, so I was like, I'm so happy somebody just said something and stood up to this shit. Now we need to get to these people who, they constantly going after these doctors. Like, jeez, it's just frustrating.
How do you guys feel about this? How do you guys, those of you that know Rogan, on how do you feel about it? Comment, let us know. I had on our next show, there's this thing from Vice, and we'll bring it up on the next one because I want to get your opinion on that too. Yeah,
Vice?
Tune in next week. Yeah,
hookers.
Talking about this misinformation and about the anti-vaxxers, and it's kind of a group. Pretty much, it's like a group of people. It's become like it's gotten like a following, just like back in the day when what's his name? Jamestown, was it that everybody drank that Kool-Aid? Something like that, was it? Was it Jamestown?
Right. I don't know if it's Jamestown, but I know what you're talking about.
Something town. Anyway, it kind of follows that with the death of all these people. It's kind of serious. So we'll talk about that on the next week. Next week, guys, make sure you tune in. So anyhow, we had scheduled. Let me check one more time. We had the operator that was assaulted scheduled to come on today, and to the last minute, I've been waiting for the confirmation. I'm thinking the brother is working. He had said yes, but anyway, no confirmation. So we're not gonna have him on the show, at least not today. But it's about basically another bus operator that got assaulted, and this was in Manhattan. Is that where we're going? Did you have something else to say, Eric? I don't want to jump in if you were still talking.
Nope.
About the George Rogan.
No. Joe Rogan.
What did I say? I said George. Yeah. I watch
George.
him I watch him all the time.
I'm gonna love him, hug him and feed him and pet him and rub him.
I do watch the YouTube, the highlights that he has. You know, he has a little short shows.
Mhm.
So let's start by saying what's up to everybody that just joined us right now. Can you see Blunt, your screen? You're not having no problems right now?
No, my phone is off. It won't even let me connect on my phone.
Jesus. Well,
My phone.
got Chris Craven in the house.
Yes, sir.
Clint Garcia in the house.
What up, cuz?
Dee Dee in the house. She seemed a little perturbed by that FUPA video that popped up earlier. And we got Alexander Kemp in the house. Good evening. Good evening.
We
So,
can't.
okay.
What it is?
So like I said, we were supposed to
Jay
have
Roman.
this man on the
No, Jay Roman's in
and
the
Jay
building.
Bori Roman is in the house. All right. You guys keep coming in. We'll say hello. So we got another bus operator that got assaulted. It's happened back in January 23rd on the MX66. 52-year-old operator. The west side. Right now, they're looking for a passenger that attacked this said operator with pepper spray. It's a woman. She approached the operator. This is about 4 p.m. Well, she was westbound on the MX66. Sprayed him multiple times and then threw the can at him. And she took off. Okay. He sustained like minor injuries, and he was treated on the bus at the scene. And we're gonna put the picture up of this woman. If you do see, if anybody out there, bus operators, transit workers, you know, if she pops up, it's the only picture that we have, which is like all over the place. This woman right here. This woman right here. She looks so messed up. You know that eye filter on TikTok, the guy that looks like he's drugged up. The eye filter.
Oh yeah.
Look, doesn't it look like she has those? Like she put that filter on herself or something? Well, this assailant is wanted right now, folks. So, you know, be on the lookout. She obviously got on the Manhattan bus. Yeah, I mean, we got to work together. We got to stop this nonsense, and most definitely, yeah. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, Ray. Let's hope that doesn't take someone to be seriously injured. But now, you know, now that we have a new,
But somebody's already been seriously injured, like murdered.
prior, yeah, and
What are they
nothing,
waiting
right?
for? Somebody in their family has to be seriously injured.
I mean, when
our
our brother from Flatbush back in, what was it,
Yeah.
2008, I think it was.
Yeah,
What
Thomas.
we got? We got the curtains.
the Thomas or Thompson. I'm sorry,
Thompson, yeah, Thomas. Yeah,
It's-
man.
it's-
our brother
I mean,
Thomas.
people have been hurt. People, I know a couple of operators that had hot coffee thrown on them. Like, I don't know what they wait for. Somebody in their family to get hurt, because people have been getting hurt almost every day. That might be an exaggeration, but I don't think it's that far off.
Yeah, but folks, if you do see her, you know, call the cops or call Crime Stoppers. Pass the information around. They get a nice picture. It's all over the internet anyway,
They should be
But,
all over the buses.
right?
There should be a picture as soon as you walk in, right there of her eyes.
Ah,
bad.
you know,
They should be having on the screens. If they have buses that have TVs, they should be
Train
posted it on
stations.
there.
have
these
you
people
seen
who-
her?
Yeah. When you go buy your I was about to say tokens. They don't even do that no more. When you go buy your Metro cards, have it posted there on the token booths. You have the window. Look out for this chick right here. You know, she should be banned from transit. Period. You know?
If they catch her, they should be like, nope.
Hey, a new administration,
Yes, sir.
time to step
know
up,
what it-
time to get to work. The
You
new
know what it,
administration.
guys. See, Kemp
Time to
is
get to
on here,
work.
so let's go, Kemp.
Kept taking notes, buddy.
Get those motors running.
Taking notes. Let's get some flyers out there. You campaign just as hard to catch this chick the way you campaign to get these people votes.
There you go.
Don't block me, y'all.
You know,
Don't block me, y'all.
yeah, but you're speaking truth, though. You're speaking truth. You know,
it's-
we all do our part. We all should all do our part. Just look out for
Everybody,
this
yeah,
woman.
definitely. But they got the role now, so they gotta.
I can't believe they didn't catch her yet, man.
Well, it ain't easy to catch. I mean, nobody's really looking for her. So
Yeah.
she probably jumped on the next bus and went home. Or the next
Yeah.
train, you know. departments don't really communicate with each other like that, which is messed up. But that's something that we got to fix. You know, so many people know other people's in the department, but department to department, I don't know. It's like
Things get lost.
it's almost like they don't get along. You know, and that has to change. You know, what they
A
say.
lot of communication.
The culture. She's going to stay on the screen all day, Pete.
No, we were still talking about her. We were still talking about her.
You're scaring the misfits, man.
Just to make sure everybody gets a good look at her. Because
got to post in the page and in the group.
We do need that woman caught, and anyone else that
Yeah,
assaults
man, she probably took
our
off her
brothers and
wig.
sisters.
Got a little colorful wig now.
All right,
Yeah,
be
so-
changing. No,
Mhm.
she's gonna be wearing the same coat and that same scarf anyway. If she's smart, she won't.
And then it's also, you know, sign of the times, man. People are in their feelings right now, man. People are still
I just want to know, like, what instigated that? You
doesn't
know?
matter. He probably looked at her the wrong way.
Mm.
She just said, you know what? This motherfucker, he gonna
So there's
get it."
people that come on our bus and they just having a bad day and they look at us and
Bus was
that's
probably
it.
late.
gonna take it out on this guy right here.
You know, remember, you got to remember, guys. You guys represent transit, whether you want to or not. So if your bus is
told that on
5
day
minutes
one.
late, yeah,
We're
your
told
bus
that on
is
day
5
one.
minutes late. Guess who they coming to? You. They don't care who. You. The minute they get on your bus, you did it.
Yeah.
So you gotta absorb that. You let your uniform absorb that. Don't take it personal, but you gotta protect yourself also. Because right now, y'all ain't got the full enclosure. So,
By the way, now that you mentioned that, I wanted to bring this up a couple of shows back. For those of you at Gleason, you know, chocolate, cherry chocolate. You know, she's been out for a while. People were talking about her, and she told me to go ahead because it was getting out of hand. Where everybody's saying that she is out because of what happened. What was it that happened? Supposedly the same thing, pepper spray, a customer, right? It's pepper spray, yeah. But folks, that she wanted to clear up that that's not why she is out. She is out for another reason, not for that. And like she said, if anybody really cares to know, she said, call me. Hit me up. So friends, I did. I called her up, texted her to see what was going on. She told me the story, and I mentioned that I would bring it up because she's still out. So for those of you from Gleason that know Cherry Chocolate, if you're hearing stories about why she's out, just reach out to her. Reach out to her and get the facts. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Just meant to say that for a while now.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you put this up?
No, I didn't. You didn't.
Yeah. That's how it usually happens. That's what usually happens. That's why we got to keep on it.
Right.
Keep on it.
If we constantly posting it up and constantly talking about it, don't let it die until it's caught. Until it's caught and convicted.
Case closed.
Somebody has to be the first person to get that.
And as usual, when she gets caught and she's going to go to court, everybody who can.
That's what I'm saying. She got to be somebody got to be the first person to get that 7 years. I ain't seen nobody get that yet.
Not yet, right?
Somebody you got to set that example. New administration.
You're like, really?
You gotta get them. It's time for them. They got to put boots to ground now, baby.
That's it.
Now in everything proving grounds. You got to prove yourself.
And everything takes a little time, but there's no time like the present.
Right, but yeah, if you're on top of it, you'll be good. You ain't gotta worry about. Let your work speak for itself. 7 joints. That's it. And then every time she go to court, everybody who's off go up there and be in the courthouse. Fill it up.
Full uniform.
Full uniform. About lock her up. You're going to jail today.
Used to sing 7 years, 7 years,
Yeah,
7
right,
years.
What was that dude? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna bring the uppercut guy.
Oh, I wonder what happened to that
I
though.
wonder what happened to him. We need a follow-up story with that dude.
No, there's quite stories that we say we're gonna follow, but we just don't.
We need to follow up with
We don't
homie.
hear anything.
Homie gave it an uppercut from the hell.
But we definitely will follow this one up once we hear that.
So
she's
we
been
got to
caught.
post it. Gonna post it in the group and post
Yeah.
it on our page. And we
And
gotta
folks,
follow
those
up.
of you who are watching that are not in transit, but we got friends in transit. Help us out. If
Yeah,
you're out
friends and
there,
family, look out.
yeah, you're out there. We put that number up. Just call up, get her caught. Maybe the local will put like
A flyer, a brochure out.
not like
A
to
blast.
offer something for her.
What you gonna offer? Ain't nobody.
Yeah, her people will be like, what?
Offer
Oh,
some
you going
Starbucks.
down?
Get a free cup of Starbucks if you. Some Mets tickets.
Oh man, that's it. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Yeah, right. You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today. There you go. You gonna learn today.
All right, folks. So as we move on, let's take a quick. Where we at? A quick moment here for our promo, real quick, right?
In a world where stress is at an all-time high, where politics and disease have taken over the headlines, Brooklyn Pete and your boy Blunt present to you the original talk and live entertainment show for transit workers worldwide. Team Transit Misfits. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified. Yeah.
All right. Yes, hit that bell. Subscribe.
Stay notified. Subscribe.
So let's move on.
Speaking of
Oh, you got something?
YouTube,
What's up?
it's a good time to plug in your new channel, bro.
Who? Mine? Really? Really?
I mean, you already got subscribers. Might as well.
All right. I was kind of hoping I put something up there, but okay. All right. Thanks, Blunt. All right, so-
It's a good segue, brother. It's a good
Okay.
segue.
You want to throw it in there? Wait, I know which one it is because there's two of them. Preview. So for I've been. Let's throw that in then, and then I'll talk about it real quick. What it is?
Well, which one you doing?
The one that says selection preview. What?
Both of them say the comic book selection. That's
The
it.
one that says intro, which that's for the show itself.
I don't see it.
All right, I got it. Here we go. All right, guys. So trying something a little different. I've been sitting on a box of comics from back when I was a teen, I believe. At one point, I actually worked at Marvel for a while, so I got a nice little collection, and I've been wanting to maybe sell it. Didn't know what to do with it, and I figured I'm going to do a YouTube channel on it. So those of you who are collectors for comic books, maybe you'd like to check it out and subscribe to it. My plan is to take like one of them, or if I have let's say like a series of them each week, I'll put them out. I'm gonna show them, see the condition, talk a little bit about the story on it, and if anybody's interested, they could hit me up if they want to, purchase them. And that's about it, So I don't think it's going to be a very long series, depending how I go about it. But yeah, the comic book selection
on
YouTube, guys. So you go check it out. Look for the comic book selection, and I'd love for you to subscribe. Help me out with that.
Yes, sir.
And that's that. And thank you, Blunt, for subscribing.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I gotta say about that. But thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, I was gonna wait till I had the first one up there and then share it. But let's see how many subscribers we could get before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out, guys. You know, we come back and forth with the whole vaccine and antivirus and all that stuff, and people dying, people saying that they caught it, they got really sick, but they had the vaccine and all that. Check this story out. We have it blocked out on me. Two Long Island nurses. I got the picture up there somewhere. Number 1, number 2. There we go. So 2 Long Island nurses. They made more than $1.5 million in a fake vaccine card scheme, guys.
Mm-hmm.
They got busted. They were selling fake vaccination cards and then
putting them in the databases.
Put it in the database.
In
New York's database. They were accused of collecting more than $1.5 billion. They sold the forged COVID cards. This was nurse Julie DeVono. She owns the Wild Child Pediatric Healthcare in Amityville. Remember that shit? She works with children.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marissa Uraro was her employee. So they sold these fake cards. They put them in the false information into the database. They were charging $220 for the forged card. And they were charging $85. $220 for cards for adults, $85 for children.
Mm-hmm. And they end up getting caught because they sold to an undercover. Not just once, maybe more than once. More than once. And here's the kicker too. Her husband works for NYPD, and now he's on the investigation to see if he has any ties with that.
Do you know how many people might be out there right now walking around with it? I wonder if they could
fake ID cards.
If they would have to go back into the what do you call it? Where they put it into the data system and look up all these names and maybe call them in.
It's got to be a link, like a code or a number that she has to put. I don't know. If it's
well, they had the book. They have books with all that stuff, with the names and everything. And that's how they were able to see, because they found in their home. What was it like? What was it? Hold on, I want to get the amount, unless you know it.
No.
I mean, it was like a big amount of money that they found on the nurse's house, and $900,000 in DeVono's home. They seized about $900,000 in cash and a ledger, which suggested they made $1.5 million in that scheme from November to January.
Why do crooks keep books? I don't understand that. Why?
Maybe because it's, I don't know, 2 of them, so they wanted to make sure everything was even. But
why do criminals keep evidence? I don't understand that.
Maybe they were pretty sure they would never get caught. You know, I mean, they were doing this from November.
It's like when the Union found Transit had 2 books. Like, why you got 2 books? One for you? Like, come on, son. You got to keep that shit up here. So you could use the same, not to my recollection. I don't know, man. They be playing themselves, man.
But the thing with this, okay, so these were what nurses? Nurses in South Carolina, Michigan have also faced charges for vaccine card forgery in the recent months.
Registered nurses.
In December, a nurse in Columbia, South Carolina, was indicted by a federal grand jury on charges of making fraudulent COVID-19 vaccination cards.
Are these people not making good enough money, or is it just that they greedy? Like,
what worries me is, you know how many people probably died
they made 1 point
of COVID,
million, so
and they'll say, "Oh yeah, he was vaccinated," because they have that proof of the card, and yet they actually weren't. And especially when they had, what was it, for the children, sending those kids to school. Oh yeah, he's vaccinated, and they could have been sick, infecting other children in schools. I mean, this is widespread. This is a big deal. I hope they go down hard for this bullshit.
I hope they all start singing too on one another.
Yeah, because come on now, like you said, they're nurses. They we've seen a lot of nurses that are against it, that don't believe it.
Yeah, he's just putting the info into the database, most likely. Well, that and selling to, and I mean, selling to the detectives, the undercovers.
I'm hoping it's something that they're actually be able to
What up,
pinpoint
Primo? Yeah, I'm
pinpoint all
hoping
those
they could
people.
tie it to other people.
What up,
and
Mr. Blackshear?
Get everybody. Bernard, what up, Bernard?
The numbers might be different from those that say that they've been vaccinated or
It
not
could be.
vaccinated.
B, you telling your secrets, bro. Shh. When you commit a crime, do it by yourself. Yeah. Gangsters don't tell, man. You know what I mean? You do your dirt all by your own.
Oh, that's a little general information, right?
Yeah, general
General knowledge that everybody knows.
Right.
Happy New Year to you too, Mr. Be Nice. Yeah. Yeah, so that is I just don't understand why would somebody
money,
what
man.
would somebody
They
feel
made millions, bro. Money, the root of all evil. Money.
over $1.5 million,
Mm.
and they got greedy. They should have stopped when they hit the million. Listen, $500,000 for you, $500,000 for me.
No, why stop?
Everything
Was going away. Everything was going well. He was doing big time. I'm pretty sure
until
that
they
detective
sold
was
the wrong.
probably.
Somebody must have ratted them out for the detectives, because how else could they have gotten?
Well, like
caught?
Didi said, by them entering that stuff into the database, it could have been the red flag. Like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here?
And then what happened to all those vaccines?
I don't know how that works, bro.
Because vaccines are pretty much counted, I'm sure. So if they're saying that these people got vaccinated, then those empty vials got to be somewhere, right?
I wonder if they use the same serial number on the vaccines. You got to attach something has to be attached to the vaccine and say, well, this one was given to this person.
They messed up somewhere.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it might have been they took the same serial numbers and started using it over and over. And they're like, wait a minute, how can this person have this vaccine when it was already administered to so and so? Let's double check on that. Oh wait, this one came up. Oh wait, this is the same vaccine. It could be that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who watches True Crime? You could probably figure that shit out.
But anyway, I'm glad they got caught, because that's a lot. That's freaking just playing with people's lives, man. That's playing with people's lives. Hey, you don't want to take it, don't freaking take it. But don't go playing it off like you did take it.
But then that goes to our education system, bro. Like, these people will listen to Joe Blow in his stupid mom's basement rather than listen to Dr. Fauci, because Fauci keep changing up. It's not everybody's fault. Both sides are doing flip-flopping on everything. Fauci, CDC, anti-vaxxers. I mean, you can't blame them for not trusting, because of the way they keep changing the stories. It's hard to really accept that that's how science works.
Some people don't understand it. Yeah.
And it's like
trial and error.
Yeah, and
this is working, but oh, wait a minute, this could work too.
Some people are like, oh, you see, they don't know what they're talking about. When they know what they're talking about, it's just the situation changed. Like, we was doing well, then Omicron came and threw a monkey wrench and everything. So it's like, geez, man, it's frustrating, but it's understandable how some people just don't want to take the vaccine. You can understand them, but at the same time,
you're saying that that's what I want to talk about on our next show, with what I told you about Vice. I will send you the video too, so you could check that out. Very interesting how they put everything together, and this group of anti-vaxxers, how it's pretty much like a club. Anyway, I won't say no more. I'll wait till next week. Where's our man? Our friend Craven. Is he in the house? Chris Craven? So, guys, this March, those of you guys who like indie wrestling, you like indie wrestling. We're still down, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We went to that last one. I still remember the last one. I had a great time.
Awesome time. So I want to throw this little promo for our brother Chris Craven, and I hope you guys could. Hopefully, some of you could go with us and hang out and meet the great Chris Craven and his covenant.
March 22nd, 2022. Queensboro Elks Lodge. Indies unite. Father Craven will make his presence felt. I have scoured the underbelly of Zargon in the deepest pits of purgatory to come up with not one, but 2 souls so demonic that whoever gazes upon them shall strike fear in their hearts. Do not be afraid for what is about to happen to you. The only question is, who shall be our sacrificial lambs?
And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Yeah, I'm ready to awaken to a new reality. Are you?
We need a new reality. Just throw this one to the garbage.
For sure.
Start it all over.
Guys, so yeah, check it out at the Elks Lodge in Queens. How was it again? March 22nd, I think is it?
Oh, it's back at the same spot. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Guys,
like
if you got time, you gotta go. You gotta go to that.
And tickets are on sale now.
If you like wrestling, you gotta go. You gotta go to that. That was when we went that last time. It was very unexpectedly funny.
It was an awesome time. I've been to like the WWE wrestling events, New York, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been to
right?
I've been to the fishing joints, boy. Yeah. And this wasn't that. I mean, it's not WWE. Don't kid us wrong. It ain't WWE, but you will have a great time. The acts that they put on, the wrestling is great. I'm gonna tell you something that really surprised me was the women. The women were getting busy, and they wasn't bad looking at all. They did
the action, the action right there.
The characters, there's some characters in there. I know there's about 3 or 4, including Craven, that were very memorable. I mean, Craven had me crying. When he's out there, he's in character, so you get to fuck with him. You can't break character, but you get to fuck with him. But it was funny, boy.
Craven sucks. Craven sucks. Yeah, I might actually bring my little one. He might come with us. Michael.
Oh, Michael.
I'm bringing Michael. It'll be like his first time. I think he would enjoy that. I definitely think we'll enjoy that. Yeah. So anyway, it's all over Facebook. He's got all the videos on Facebook. We'll post them in our groups. Share them out, guys. And speaking of Facebook, do you know the Facebook/Meta?
They're losing. They're losing people.
Losing.
You see how much they lost in revenue?
Tell them how much they lost in revenue.
About 20 billion. 20 billion because they dropped off. About 20% of people stopped logging in, and they're saying that more people are logging into other social media platforms like TikTok and other social media. I know TikTok was like the main one.
Daily logins they've lost. I myself haven't really come on a lot. I only do like for this and do our group, but I haven't really what's the matter? You all right, bro?
I heard somebody knocking. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to check my security cameras. What the fuck?
Keep on knocking, but you can't come, man.
Oh, that was a chair. That was like,
man. According to this article, they only have about 1.93 billion users that are checking in daily.
Yeah, they dropped. They dropped a lot. So
200 billion
losing money.
Part of it, I think, is because of how they turn you got to be careful with everything you put on here because everything is everybody gets all defense. You know.
Well, I'm still locked out of my own account. For
Yo,
no-
you still
no-
you
no-
still on there?
Mhm, mhm. For no reason. I'm locked out of my own account because, well, you know what happened.
Yeah.
My browser and my laptop had updated itself, so when I logged in, it didn't recognize none of my stuff, and it blocked me, saying somebody else was attempting to log into my account. And then I gave him all the proof and everything. I'm still logged out.
Let me see if I still have it or deleted it. Oh, I deleted it already. But there was oh no, I have it right here.
What's that?
This is a picture. You see it like hanging out. I'm not show it on the screen, but this man has no shirt, and it seems to he's wearing like a little mask down below, a little blue mask. This was posted by one of our misfits on our sister page. Next was please. This was back in July 3rd, 2020. The caption says, "When your mask arrives from Amazon Prime with no instructions." So he has the mask down below
on his nose.
Yeah. So it came saying that it was community standards. No, nudity.
They violated community standards
Yeah,
for nudity.
And I'm looking, it's like there is nothing there. So I fought it. I'm waiting to see what they say. We're like, like really? What's the big deal? That's really not a big deal. But yeah, so it's like it gets to the point that Facebook, you a little bit too much with the blocking and blocking people.
Censorship.
I don't know. Yeah, censorship. I don't know who they have at the helm that's watching all these things or videos. Or I don't know if it's just a computer.
Well, remember before we did the whole thing about them being, they say racist. Well, a lot of their restrictions and a lot of their governing is towards us, the minorities.
Yeah.
And they're a lot stricter on us, and it's like you'll see the person of the other shade post the same thing, and nothing happened to them. The minute we post that, we get blocked and we get thrown in jail. And we had a whole segment on that. It's on our YouTube channel. So we check it out.
And that happened to you, and that happened to me. It happened to a lot of us.
Mm-hmm. I had one where I posted this lady in a bikini. The bikini is skin color, but you could clearly see the strings and stuff on the bikini, and they took it down, threw me in jail, talking about nudity. And I'm like, Jesus, you can see the string. It's skin tone.
Like I wonder if it's an actual person looking at this, or if it's just the program. Yeah, the program. Just because it sees too much skin, it's just like
And then what I don't like about it is you can't talk to nobody.
What up, Booker?
It's like you gotta message them and that's it. You can't get nobody on the phone and explain your side of the story or explain anything.
No.
You just can't. There's no way to do it. And TikTok ain't no better. But speaking of Facebook, because my page is still blocked. So if you guys are DMing me, I don't get it. I have my new page that I set up, but if you DM me my old page, I don't get it. And I have to be on my laptop to see my messages. I can't see them on my phone. They won't let me in. This is ridiculous. So go shout me out, man. Go to my page, your boy Blunt. Hit me up. Send me a friend request. I need some friends. I got to start over. Yeah, man, hit me up, man.
Show some pity. Not teddy, pity. Pity.
Oh, look at that. Decent. Somebody flagged me for not having the correct name.
Oh yeah, they like doing that too. And then you have to like show proof of the name and stuff.
Yeah, I had to show ID. I'm like, gee, at first I'm like, this is a scam. They're trying to get my ID. Fuck, I got to show Facebook my ID. I had to show them my ID. You got to take the video. You take do your picture like this, picture like this. Like, what is this? A mug shot? What's going on here? What the hell are they doing, man?
Really, they actual profile pictures?
Yeah, they actually send a profile picture, and then check it out. I had they emailed me, but I didn't know that they emailed. So the next day I looked, oh, the email, And he said, "Oh, to get back into your account, blah blah blah. Just click on here." I clicked on it. Like, oh, it's too late. I haven't gotten the email since, so I'm still locked out. I'm like, oh my god, they expect you to be sitting right by your computer. Like, did they email me? Click. Like, oh god.
Well, they'll be. You'll probably get it back. I mean, I told you someone had said that it took them a few months to get there, so it just sucks that for any little
start
thing
all over.
And
sometimes
we opened an account somewhere else. What was the name of that other group?
MeWe.
MeWe?
Yeah.
We me or MeWe? MeWe?
Me.
Well, there, guys. If I don't think I've even opened it up in a while.
Yeah, MeWe.
The truth is, it's really not the same anyway. It's not the same at all. But
Well, one of the first things I don't like about MeWe is they try to get you to buy something right off the back. The minute you open it up, it's like subscribe button. No, I don't want to do all
I
that.
don't even know what's going. We don't have to pay for Facebook. What do you want to pay for MeWe?
Yeah, but it's just there to be there. Whatever. We on there though. Two Transit, MeWe. We don't even promote it, but
Next
we on
bus,
there.
please. The next bus, please. No, next bus, please.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Next bus,
please.
But we rather
So-
you go to YouTube.
The what?
So we rather you go to YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. YouTube is the only thing here. Like I've been told by other people that watch our show, if they're watching on YouTube, they don't see. No, we spoke about this already. You said they do.
Mhm.
The comments, so they can't. Okay.
Mhm.
Got to check that out. I should have done live to see if we're on.
What
there.
up, Kayleen? Kalan.
Let me see. Let me check real quick.
What are you
Let's see.
checking?
Hmm?
What are you? What the?
If I could see the live and the comments coming up.
Somebody has to comment from YouTube.
Oh well,
But
there's comments there now, right?
All of these comments are coming from Facebook. There's nobody from YouTube here.
Right. So you're telling me that nobody will be able to see the Facebook comments on our channel?
No, you can't see.
Yeah.
No.
Unless it gets posted on the screen.
No,
Yeah,
mostly
that's
on
what I was
Facebook.
saying. Yeah. Okay. So guys, we got the little story coming from one of our misfits.
What's that?
That they've been stealing. It's been doing for a while, but I guess it's a growing thing where they're stealing catalytic converters of cars.
Really? Why are they doing that?
Why?
Metal?
Because there's actual precious metals in these catalytic converters, depending on the year, make, and model of the vehicle. So, one of our misfits had her vehicle where they took her catalytic converter. She got in the car, turned it on. Whoa! She's what the hell is this? And yeah, they took it overnight. And she went somewhere where she had to get a new catalytic converter, and she had posted this picture. If any of you know, I mean, it's good to know, especially if you are here in Brooklyn. There is a converter shield. This, I believe, it was her car being put this on. They have a catalytic converter shield. It's custom made out of steel, and it all depends on the thickness. So they go from $400 to $500, depending on the thickness of the steel that you want. But this definitely saves you a lot of money in having to buy a catalytic converter, which I believe it's going to cost you more than that. So there's different ways that they try to do it. Like they say you could solder the bolts from it and stuff, but I guess it's something that doesn't work too well. But I guess this is but with this shield, I wonder if it would give you too much heat, if it would build the heat on the catalytic converter, having that. So
can you imagine that they welded through your car at night?
The what?
With your catalytic converter, because Didi said, can they just weld through it? I guess they can, but if you're a thief, you ain't trying to be welding shit.
Not just that, it could be a pretty big explosion if they hit the gas with that thing. But anyhow, the cat. If you guys are interested, this place you're just gonna give them a free plug. This place is LS Auto Body Shop here in Brooklyn, East New York, 725 Van Sinderen.
They might be the ones sending out people to steal
You
your
know, I
Cadillac.
thought about the same shit. I said, we got a great deal here. We take them.
Jose, go get that.
So
car.
shout out to LS Auto Body Shop with their idea of the catalytic converter shield. But check this out. These are the precious metals that they have. There is rhodium, palladium, and platinum. So you could find rhodium, depending on, again, the year, make, and model of the vehicle. You could get up from 1 to 2 grams of rhodium, palladium 2 to 7 grams, and platinum 3 to 7 grams. So now you wondered, because I was thinking, like, how much do you know these guys go through this thing with a chance they could actually get caught, get shot, or whatever for this catalytic converter? How much money could they be making of this thing? 1 to 2 grams of rhodium go for $287 a gram. Palladium, which you could find 2 to 7 grams, that goes for $72 a gram of palladium. And the platinum that you could find 3 to 7 grams in each catalytic converter, that goes for $31 a gram. So it's a nice chunk of money for just cutting that thing out and taking it to those auto shops.
Well, what's the penalty for stealing a catalytic converter?
I don't know. Has anybody gotten caught for that?
I mean, you gotta weigh the benefits, from the risk.
Some
If
people
the
just
risk
feel
is-
it's easy money, easy
If this
money.
is minimal, then I might have a new job. Might be out there. Where you park that, Pete? Where you park your car?
You want to park it where it's close to the ground or close to your home. These people be driving around. Probably, who knows if they check you out and just to see.
Watching.
They'll watch you a couple of days just to see when you come from work, whatever.
Mhm.
Because there's money there. I mean, 200. Okay, so 287, 72, 31. That's a big chunk of money.
Yeah, especially if they do your whole block.
Yeah, which they probably do real
Mhm.
quick. They probably have a real. Who knows what they use? But
I mean, they probably have it down to such a science where
seconds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They in and out. And they gone.
But it doesn't always work this way. Out of Raleigh, North Carolina, we had a 50-year-old who was trying to steal one of these catalytic converters. The jack fell as he was trying to pull it off, and he was crushed to death by the car. Crushed to death. When they found him, they didn't really know how long he had been under there. So, probably was in the evening, and the people came out to see the car in the morning, and what the fuck? So, crime doesn't always pay, folks. This guy probably had one of those old school jacks. I don't know. A 50-year-old. So I'm just thinking, you don't know how to work those little ones. So he went probably with one of those long ass jacks and went under and crushed to death, man. That was that worth it? I don't think so. But anyway, just be careful out there, guys. Again, it's going on. At least it's good to know that there is something that you could do before your catalytic converter gets stolen. And that's all we got for today. Blunt, you got something?
I think Dee Dee's running a gig on that, man. She talking about they jumping fences and stuff. I don't know. I want to keep an eye on her. Watch your car around Dee Dee.
Yeah, where you get all this information, huh? Where you get all this information?
You know a little too much.
What's going on?
What's going on there? You and Bernard got something going on. I don't
Giving
know.
people, or either that, or giving people ideas. Hey, a bus company got hit. Watch. Jackie Gleason Depot gonna be. Well, probably a school bus company.
Probably
likely school buses. I don't think. Do we have those in our buses?
Yeah, no. You watching fake news, huh? Fake news.
What, Onion? Is it Onion? Have you been watching Onion News? You've been watching Onion
The
News.
ONN and Fox. And...
Wow, but yeah, but see, it's happening, folks. So it's something to look into, especially if you live in a neighborhood that you don't feel your car is too safe. Maybe something to look into. I didn't really get to see how much those catalytic converters cost, but I'm guessing with those, as they say, precious metals are in those things, it's a pretty hefty amount to pay to have it installed. That may be paying $400 to $500 just to put that steel around your present catalytic converter. You save some more money.
Definitely a good preventive measure. I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't have a car, so.
Well, I know that if I start to see those things appear in this area, I probably will be heading out to Brooklyn and getting my steel shield on my converter. Fuck that. Dude, that's a scary shit. You turn your car on, you
sound like a damn airplane. Mine's had broken when I had my Maxima. It had broke on it and it fell off. Oh my God! I had to ride home from. I lived in Fort Greene and I had to ride home from Long Island.
You didn't get pulled over?
Oh no. Oh. But Lord, that shit was loud.
Those must have been vibrating. Vibration in there.
Going down the bell.
You get out that car.
Like, oh my God. That was loud, bro.
Yeah, I've had cars where that actually broke, so I know that sound. I know that sound. But
you ever have a drive shaft fall off on you?
A drive shaft? No.
Yeah, that happened to me once. Coming home from doing a show, my man's father. We had his father's car.
Yeah, old ass cars. Huh?
And we was on the FDR. And lo and behold, we driving. We just and then he's like gas, and we just coasted. And then we had to pull over because the car wasn't moving anymore. And this guys drive by. It's like, hey, buddy, he dropped something back there. So here we are running on the FDR. And we're like, oh, this big long. It's like, holy shit, the drive shaft fell out. Like, how does that fall out? Your car just fell out. It's like, oh, God. That was so fun. We had the we was on the upper part. There's a section that's up high.
Mm-hmm.
We was on that part. So I had, me and my friend had to climb down to go to a phone because we didn't have cell phones and none of that back then. And we had to call a tow truck. It was funny. We run it on an FDR with a fucking drive shaft.
It's funny after the fact, right?
It's funny after. I was laughing then. It was just hilarious. Yeah. It was hilarious.
Well, if you're hanging with your friends, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, it was funny. So yeah. Anyway.
And you're young, so when you're young, you'll laugh at everything. You just forget.
Yeah, it was funny.
It could be as serious as hell, and you forget still.
His pops wasn't too happy, but we was laughing like a piece of shit car.
Alrighty then. So that would conclude our episode of today, our show today, guys. Oh, Blunt, what do you no, I'm gonna ask you something after we're done here.
Okay.
And we will see you all next week.
Yeah, guys, thanks for watching.
Share. Don't forget YouTube. And oh, by the way, I'm working on something like this too. Working on these right now. So coming very soon. Very soon. Okay. So with that said, folks, I am Brooklyn Pete.
And I am your boy Blunt. Let me see. Gee.
By the way, nice shave. Looking young.
Oh, you?
You, bro. You.
That's that pH levels going on.
That look of that TikTok, that new TikTok look you got there, looking like a galán, el galán de la telenovela. Anyway, I'm Brooklyn Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt.
And that's the end of our show.
Yep. So fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Watch this coming up.
You black Oreos always want to bring up the past.
That's right. Hey, listen here, Vanilla Icing. We've been getting eaten since 1912. You just been here since 2003. You can never understand our struggle.
Oh, come on. We're all the same on the inside, and we're all getting eaten.
Barely. Look at the statistics. How many friends and family have you lost to McFlurries? When was the last time you seen a white Oreo face in an Oreo ice cream bucket? You don't have the answers.
Cause white Oreos ain't got no flavor. You Oreos always want to feel special, don't you?
Look, we just want peace. We haven't gotten peace since we got here.
And whose fault is that?
The system is designed to kill black and only black Oreos. Boo-hoo. You are all a bunch of crybabies. Shut up, cracker. Was that a racist slur? You knew. Don't you say it. Don't you shut up, you Nabisco. Oh,